Howdy, Brother John coming to you from Ennis, Texas. Today is August the 12th, 2025. It's 4:42 a.m. So I guess I need to comment on the 4:42 a.m. part. I've begun in the last several weeks to get up at 4 a.m. and do my creative work till about 7 a.m. when I'm alert and everything's still, there's no interruptions. Then I go on my walk. Some days about dawn here, and then I go back to bed. I'm tired, so that's perfectly flexible. So, yeah, I had come across a video on YouTube saying, several videos that said that 4 a.m. is it's when a lot of the creatives get their best work done. So I've been trying that, and I like it. So don't freak out. It's just a time. And I do get plenty of sleep as a retired guy. I take lots of naps as needed. Point one. Point two. The name of this message is Fundraising for OSC and OSA and OSU Part A. And what's all that mean? Well, I'll describe what those abbreviations are through as these videos unfold. It's Part A because this is the first video. There'll be others that follow. I have no idea how many, because basically I learned to process things by writing. I do a lot of writing, and I want to share this with you. So I have a rough transcript of what I'm going to say this morning, but I don't want to read it in a very wooden rote way. So I use my hands and be more excited, kind of go off script sometimes. I may, in fact, I will probably, no, I'm not going to say that. I was going to share the transcript, but in places it's too patchy and too jumbly. So again, this is real and raw. I may edit out that sentence. Maybe I won't. I don't know. So, but as this unfolds, I'll be reading from what I had in text. So I may need to pause it or be a little bit peculiar from times as I read ahead a paragraph or two and then talk and use my hands, because I like to use my hands sometimes, don't you know? So just heads up about that. Don't get, so now you know. Pave. Kabang, kabang. Let me get to my transcript. New to me, the first time I've done this kind of a way. I hope I can record on this screen while I'm looking at another screen, but life is a learning lab. I think that is my conclusion after 72 years. I'm here to learn, and I'm here to teach, and stand by trial and error experimentation. So turning the corner at 3 minutes. Okay. Before this set of messages, I shared about 10 or 12 other messages, some of them longer or shorter, about starting an online educational enterprise. I've been thinking of praying and praying about it for many, many years. I finally broke the ice, got that going. It was all written. I shared that through emails to a few people that in my small email list. And then as I was doing that, I went to, at the 1st of August, to teach about prayer, because I have so much to talk about prayer. But I realized that if I talk about prayer, because what I'm going to say is based on my complicated, difficult background, I need to give an overview of that. I thought I'd do that in about 3 messages, but after 5 messages, I still hadn't begun to tell my whole story. So I'm going to take at least 12 messages to tell my whole story. So I cut that off to go back to this, and I needed to go. I'm pleased at how that was unfolding, but I needed to change to fundraising now due to some urgency of the fact I'm about to describe presently. That is that I've been diagnosed with prostate cancer. 2 doctors have said that it's an aggressive kind. Those are not happy, peaceful words in my ears. I have 2 doctors. One will do the radiation treatment. One of them said that I'm too old and I've already had surgery on my prostate, so you cannot do surgery. That's what I wanted. I'll have a radiation doctor, and I'll have a different one that I'll meet with today, actually, they'll do something to draw down my testosterone level because I'm told that prostate cancer feeds off testosterone. So, and I was told that it will be 20 different radiation treatments, 5 days a week for 4 weeks, 50 minutes per treatment. And then I was told the 3 possible side effects. And those are fatigue, muscle soreness, and hot flashes. Well, hot flashes? Oh, well, that was peculiar to hear. But the word that concerned me was the word fatigue. So, and I'm sure it varies from patient to patient. And, but what will be for me? Does that mean, well, right after the treatment, I'll be a little bit tired for a while? Or does it mean I'm going to feel wiped out all during that month and for weeks after? I don't know, and I can't know. So I need to kind of hustle up and reevaluate my priorities and get going with this because of the uncertainty. And I've always known this. I don't follow, but I need to, again, rearrange things. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to do these. I could talk for probably about 30 to 40 minutes of what I have already in transcript. Almost, I'm learning as I'm going. Okay, obviously this is all a brand new thing. For me, when I'm on YouTube, I like short messages, a series of short ones rather than one big long one. So I'm going to break this up into chunks. So I call this one obviously part A. Well, what follows is part B, et cetera, et cetera. I'll go through the alphabet. I'm just describing this, okay? This, why I'm going to cut it here. There will be other chunks that are in a good order. And I got a pretty good opening. I need to work through a closing and what they call an outro. And what I want to always ask is for your prayers. I request your best prayers. And for you to pray according to what I've said in this message and in previous messages, but always I ask for wisdom. For God to give me wisdom. I seek to follow him as my good shepherd one day at a time. And the big challenge ahead is finance. We're going to gradually unroll this to the whole, because this is fundraising. You know, we're going to talk about fundraising. That's the title. It's not the only thing I'm going to talk about. I'm talking a whole lot about teaching, but I need to do a fundraising series so I can pay the bills so I don't talk about the other ones. Does that make sense? I know people get all anxious about televangelists and all they need is all they want is money, but we'll talk about all that. Okay? So we're at about 8 minutes. I'm going to cut it off here. I'm learning as I go. So appreciate your patience and understanding. Shalom. Brother John signing off.